November X-ray 2 Oscar, over.
I got you, November X-ray 2 Oscar. That's what I heard. I've got a momentary brain freeze. And what's the name there?
My name is, same as the last gentleman, Romeo India Charlie Kilo, over.
Roger, Roger, Rick, and what is your location, sir?
My location is Rochester, New York, and I am on an ICOM 7300 as well.
Yes, sir. Well, okay, Rick, let's do the setup. It begins with your compressor on and at a 3, or a 30. 30 out of 100, 3 out of 10. 30 out of 100, 3 out of 10 on the compressor. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. The compressor is at 3. Jim, over.
Yes, sir. Now, you're running the supplied hand mic, is that a Roger?
Say again, Jim?
You're running the supplied hand mic. You're running the 7300 hand mic, is that a Roger?
Negative. I'm using an ICOM desk mic, SM30 desk mic.
Roger that, Roger that. Okay, so we got our compressor at a 30. What I want you to do now is move to your ALC meter with mic gain in hand, and as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, I want you to adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is reading mid-scale to 2/3. Mid-scale to 2/3 reading on your ALC meter by way of mic gain control adjustment.
Yeah, okay, Roger, Jim. 100, 200, Roger, Jim. 100, 200, 300, 100, 200, 300, 100, 200, 300. We've got the mic gain down to 14. We're still pretty heavy on the ALC, over.
Okay, now I thought I heard a couple of plosives there just a few moments ago. So I think you want to work that desk mic at least 4 inches away. Don't crowd that desk mic too much. Make it about 4 inches away, Roger?
It's about 4 inches away, Roger. Yep, Roger, on the 4 inches away. Yeah, we're doing better. We're probably around 6 inches away, Jim. Mic gain's at 10, but we still, ALC is still pretty high at times, over.
Roger. Well, just, as long as you don't go in the red there, you stay out of the red. That's the thing, but mid-scale to 2/3 is ideal. Roger, Roger?
Is ideal. Roger, Roger. Yeah, QSL, I might have to adjust the mic gain on the microphone. I don't have the proper screwdriver available right handed at me, so that'll have to wait for a different time, over.
I think you're doing fine. You're looking fine there, so I think you're running that ALC exactly where it needs to be. I don't think you need to make any other adjustments on the mic or on your radio. I think mic gain is fine. Now, do you know where your ALC, your equalization page is on that radio?
Equalization pages on that radio? Yeah, I'm on +4 treble, or I'm sorry, +5 treble, -1 on the bass. So +5 on the treble, -1 on the bass.
All right, so you're running a 7300, so you're maxed out on your treble boost. Is that a Roger?
Maxed out on your treble boost. Is that a Roger? That is a Roger, QSL.
Roger, sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Like I say, when you backed off that mic, you have a proximity effect in effect there, and that means that as you get closer to the mic, it gets bassier. As you back off, it gets more treble. So I think when you pulled off there just a little bit, I think that really helps your EQ pattern, Roger.
That really helps your EQ pattern, Roger. Yeah, okay, Jim, that sounds good. I'm also running transmit bandpasses wide. I'm running wide 100 to 900 on the transmit bandpass. Over.
Roger, 100 to 2900, Roger.
Roger, 100 to 2900, Roger. Roger that. That's if I didn't say that, that's what I meant. Over.
Yes, sir. That's the only way to run that radio. 100 to 2900, and I would take all three of those options and put them 100 to 2900, so you can't run that radio in any other option but 100 to 2900, Roger.
But 100 to 2900, Roger. Yeah, well, I can narrow it down, but this is great for RAG-Q, over.
Roger. Well, there's no reason to, even in contesting. See, what happens is when you start restricting your bandpass, the first thing that happens is you lose the top end, and that top end you need for articulation. So I think you always want to run that radio 100 to 2900, even in contesting. Roger, Roger?
Even in contesting. Roger, Roger?
Yeah, okay, very good, Jim. Well, I tend to agree with you, so we'll see how it goes from there. I really appreciate your time. I wonder if I could just get a signal report from you, over.
Roger. Okay, well, let's do, I don't have local receive of you. I'm going through Rochester, and you're 5 over on the Rochester. Come back and let me look on my local antenna, and let me see what kind of signal you've got on my local antenna.
See what kind of signal you've got on my local antenna.
Yeah, okay, Jim. Whatever closer, there's a little end-fed half wave. It's up around 40 foot with the my antenna end-fed half wave. Over.
Roger. Okay, I'm copying you another good copy on my local antenna, only a couple of dB above my noise level. See, I have a very restricted RF gain in my receiver, local receiver, to make sure we're not in to compression, because we want to sample your audio just as clean as we can, and we don't want to tamper with the dynamic range by having too hot an RF and then forcing my receiver into compression. So we do have a fairly open front end there, and so consequently we have about a 2 dB level coming in on our local antenna, but I have about a 5 or 6 on the Rochester antenna, and you're doing really well there. I would suggest, if you get a chance, to maybe it's a pet peeve of mine to try to find antennas that are as efficient as possible and that really do well. And I would suggest one to you that if you have a chance to experiment with a second antenna, it would be a resonant half-wave dipole antenna. A resonant half-wave dipole antenna. And the thing is, a resonant antenna is so much more efficient than just a long wire antenna. So if you get a chance, consider putting up a resonant dipole antenna. And also, you can, they are directional into the fact that the signal is broadside to the element. So if you want to go north and south, you rig your wave, your dipole north and south to go east and west, or east and west to go north and south, since the dipole is directional. So you can pinpoint where you want to put your signal, Roger?
Where you want to put your signal, Roger?
Yeah, okay. Well, very good, Jim. Well, I try to do the best I can. The end-fed half wave is fairly resonant on most all bands. So the SWR is, it's below 3 to 1 for sure on just about everywhere. But, and I'm in an apartment, so I don't have much choice. I have a bunch of portable antennas, but I do the best I can. Anyway, Jim, I appreciate the time and effort putting into this, so we'll let you go and try to pick up some more. Well, we don't look KC9VKV. We'll say 73 for now, okay?
Roger, Rick, 73 up there way in New York. Gosh, I'd love to hear you. And if you get a chance, check by YouTube and hear your audio. Go to YouTube and do a call letter search, KC9VKV, followed by today's date, 8/13/21. That will take you to this recording. 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
You want to check out, give me a shout.